arsenal of nuclear weapons, the 21st century may become our last. Or we can turn this century into a revolution for peace. I want people of the future to open their history books on the 21st century and read how war ended forever because of us. We can be the generation that cut the military budget and use that money to create jobs, transform education, and protect the environment. With your help, we can do this, and we will become the heroes that history will always remember. With the world's arsenal of nuclear weapons, the 21st century may become our last. Or we can turn this century into a revolution for peace. I want people of the future to open their history books on the 21st century and read how war ended forever because of us. We can be the generation that cut the military budget and use that money to create jobs, transform education, and protect the environment. With your help, we can do this, and we will become the heroes that history will always remember.
Hello and welcome to another edition of your Human Service News and Information. I am Hassan Rashid and I welcome you with the greetings of peace, the ancient greetings of peace, goodwill, justice, and freedom. Okay, I am Hassan Rashid and I'll be here with you for approximately 25 more minutes. It's excellent being here with you once again. And it's an awful great achievement to come into your lives like we do here at Cctv Daily. Okay, the opening video was sponsored by the Cambridge Peace Commission. So we're going to talk a little bit about the subject of that video. And that was the end of nuclear science, okay, nuclear abolition. Okay, we're going to get back into that. But right now, I'd like to bring to your attention that the President Obama signed a bill remaking NASA's National Security, I think they call it the National Security Association. That's an agency, okay? Phone records program. That's Obama signs bill remaking NASA's phone record program. President Obama has signed legislation reviving and reshaping surveillance laws that expires temporarily Sunday. That's Sunday night. The expiration was Sunday night. The White House says Obama signed the bill late Tuesday evening, hours after the Senate gave its final approval. Obama says in a statement that he gratified Congress finally approved the bill. He says he's gratified that Congress finally approved the bill. He says his administration will move quickly to restore the lapsed surveillance tools. The law eliminates the National Security Agency's bulk phone records collection program and replaces it with the more restrictive measures that keep the records in phones companies' hands. Okay, Obama had blamed Congress for needless delays and an inexcusable lapse in national security tools, but he also praised some senators and House members for working in bipartisan fashion to come up with a compromise. And so thanks go out to all of you who stayed on the backs of their elected officials to have to get NASA to keep their hands off their private phone conversations. Okay, that's what it was about. So they can't. It's illegal for them to tap into your phone calls. Okay, so we're going to hear more about that as that issue evolves. But right now, I'd like to fill you in on some of the things that's happening right here at Cambridge CCTV, and in Cambridge there's quite a bit going on because, as you know, we're in the month of June, and that's when all the summer activities start to transpire here in the region. Okay, but we got a little information about some of the activities that's going to be happening pretty soon in Cambridge. But right now, I'd like to tell you that it's never too late to learn your way around the internet. Okay, take advantage of this opportunity with Google at CCTV. Google will give free one-on-one internet training to Cambridge residents over 50 years old, and that's on June 5th. That's coming up this week. So Age Engaged, that's what they call it, the Age Engaged. It's a collaboration between Google, CCTV. During Age Engaged, people over 50 are paired with Google employees for one-on-one training. The trainings are designed to teach participants internet skills according to their interest and experience. Participants can learn things like how to search online, send and receive emails, share photos, videos, pay bills online, and more. So if you're over 50, interested in enhancing your capabilities to with the internet or computers, well, this event is just for you. That's June 5th, and you can come in here at Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. To register, please contact Allison Rodriguez at allison@cctvcambridge.org, or you can call 617-401-4009. Okay, registration is required. So there's on the 8th, there's a mini session entitled lesson session schedule entitled watching videos on online platforms. June 15th, downloading from your camera. June 22nd, printing from the web. And June 29th, Skype. Okay, learn more. If you want to learn more about this, you can get in touch with Allison Rodriguez at allison@cctvcambridge.org or 617-401-4009. Okay, or to learn more, you can go to the website. That's cctvcambridge.org/people over 50. That's age engaged. If you're over 50, free one-on-one internet training to Cambridge residents over 50 years old on June 15th. So we're at 438 Massachusetts, so you can come in and update your computer literacy skills. You come on in. Okay, on June 11th, 6 p.m., the Cambridge Community Television, 438 Massachusetts Avenue, will be having what is known as end of semester screening. That's free and open to the public. It's a CCTV school year production program. Is an after-school media arts and work experience that to provide teens hands-on training to produce high-quality media. So that's Thursday, June 11th, 6 p.m. at CCTV, end of semester screening. So you come on in and see what the young people are up to, okay? Cambridge reporters wanted no experience necessary training, so the neighbormedia.org in Cambridge looking for you if you'd like to get involved with the citizen journalism or project at Cambridge Community Television. And okay, if you are a curious resident who cares about your community, interested in multimedia journalism, look to educate and inform and move the community into action on matters important to you, wanting to build media production skills, willing to make a year-long commitment of producing 2 written posts or 1 video piece a month, interested in a free membership and free classes at CCTV. Become a volunteer journalist and report on the people, places, issues, and events of your very own neighborhood. Must live in Cambridge. Contact Frank. That's Frank at 617-401-4007, or email Frank at cctvcambridge.org. That's Frank at cctvcambridge.org to learn how you can get started and becoming a citizen journalist. That's Frank at cctvcambridge.org. Okay, and if you like to call, you want to speak to Frank in person, you can call 617-401-4007, or you can come on in at 438 Massachusetts and talk to Frank face-to-face about neighbormedia.org, and that's to become a volunteer citizen journalist. Okay, there's a lot more stuff going on at CCTV, but right now we're limited time. But if you'd like to find out more about classes and other activities here at CCTV, you can call 617-661-6900 for additional information, or you can fax 617-661-6927, or you can check the website out. That's www.cctvcambridge.org. And always, you can always check channel 8, 9, and 6 on your TV dial for more information, updates on what's going on here at CCTV. Don't forget the big City Hall dance parties coming up, but I don't have additional information. But I tell you, tomorrow you can check with Wayne Robinson, and he'll give you the complete rundown of the big City Hall dance party. It's an annual City Hall dance party right on the City Hall front lawn. Okay, so you stay tuned for more information on that. But right now, I'm getting back to the Massachusetts Peace Action Committee or agency organization, which is located headquarters right here in Cambridge, and we're going to give you that contact information pretty soon. But they're asking the question, what's next for nuclear abolition, the nuclear abolition movement? So, Thursday, June 4th, 2015 at 7:30 p.m., First Church in Cambridge, Hastings Room, 11 Garden Street, that's right at the Harvard T in Cambridge. There will be a report from the MPT. That's the review conference and discussion on the way forward with Joseph Gerson, panel and disarmament coordinator, American Friends Service Committee, John Lopez, program director, International Physicians for the Prevention of Nuclear War, and moderator Elaine Scarry, professor, Harvard University. The Nuclear Proliferation Treaty, that's NTP, acronym NPT, Nuclear Proliferation Treaty, review conference ended on May 22nd without producing a final statement due to the U.S., UK, and Canada's declining to permit a conference to be convened on the Middle East WMD free zone, as determined by Egypt and others. The nuclear powers declined to commit to any practical plans to negotiate disarmament, and in response, 107 non-nuclear nations signed a humanitarian pledge which seeks to open a new diplomatic path towards nuclear weapons abolition. So, once again, Thursday, June 4th, that's tomorrow, at 7:30 at First Church in Cambridge, Hastings Room, 11 Garden Street, okay, Harvard T at Cambridge. So, and the name of this event will be entitled What's Next for the Nuclear Abolition Movement. So if you're interested in this subject, I advise you to come on out. And they're going to have Jonathan King. He's going to be the convener, Nuclear Abolition Working Group over there at the Mass Peace Action, 11 Garden Street, Cambridge. Okay, so in Massachusetts, activities on the 7th. Okay, what's coming up is the 70th anniversary of the Hiroshima bombing. That's August 6, 2015. I want me to remind you of that. And will be organized by Peace Group, Faith, Congregation, and Youth. And we'll briefly outline these plans and ask for your help in carrying them out. So, yours for a nuclear-free, peaceful, justice, and sustainable. Jonathan King, convener, Nuclear Abolition Work Committee. So he wants me to remind you all that the 70th anniversary of the Hiroshima bombing, that's August 6, 2015. So they're going to have an event surrounding with that topic, focused on the Hiroshima and the Nagasaki bombing. Okay, 70 years never again. A call to observe Hiroshima and Nagasaki Week in Massachusetts. Okay, that's August 6, 8 a.m. To August 9, 5 p.m. Event navigation. That's August 6 again to August 9, 2015. 70 years after the United States atomic bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and 45 years after the entry into force of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, the 9 nuclear weapon states have not acted on their solemn commitment to enter into serious negotiation to abolish nuclear weapons. The Peace and Planet Mobilization for a Nuclear-Free, Peaceful, Just, and Sustainable World brought thousands of people from many countries to the streets of New York on April 26th, and the global wave held over 100 actions around the world calling on governments to eliminate nuclear weapons before they eliminate us. Mass peace actions calls on peace groups, people of faith, youth, community groups, and all people who care about the future of humanity to organize events across Massachusetts on or about August 16th. So they're calling on all you out there in our viewers base to organize or to put together some type of event that will commemorate the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay, that's the 70th anniversary of that event. Okay, so to organize events across Mass on or about August 6th and 9th to call attention to the people's demand for nuclear disarmament. That's what it is. To call attention to the people's demand for nuclear disarmament. So we will organize a procession outdoor commemoration, Copley Square, Boston area, along the lines of our activities last year. So the University Lutheran Church here in Harvard Square is holding a 70-day for peace vigil for elimination of nuclear weapons over a 70-day period culminating on August 6th. So they all hope that many churches, synagogues, mosques will ring their bells or hold other observation on or about August 6th. The bells rung by Harvard University Lowell House on April 26th as part of the global war wave may provide ideals and inspirations. Contact Christian Dennis, Harvard Epworth Methodist Church. That's christy.p.dennis@gmail.com to coordinate efforts. So they will be organizing a youth-led event using music and or art. Contact Alenia Meshilowicz, Mass Peace Action, Alina at masspeaceaction.org, and Sophia Woolman, AFSC, Sophia Woolman at gmail.com to coordinate, okay? And so they have a launch day petition to President Obama to take action on de-alerting no first youth global negotiations and stopping nuclear weapons modernization. And invite your organizers to help us circulate it. Help us circulate the petition. Petition is available online or in paper form. So they will hold a monthly planning meeting with speakers from now until August. The next one will be a report from the MPT Review Conference by Joseph Garson and John Loris on June 4th in Cambridge. Send information on your event to informationpeaceaction.org. That's once again, that's send information on your event to information@masspeaceaction.org, or submit them here, or submit them. Okay, that's online. I don't have the online information, but you can. Okay, just email the information info@masspeace.org. And they will publish a calendar of events across the state so that all people who seek a peaceful world will know that they are not alone, and we'll try to have that calendar here to present to you. So join them once again. So you can contact 617-354-2169 or info@masspeace.org to connect and exchange ideas. So once again, that's Mass Peace Action and American Friends Committee Service, August 6th, 8 a.m. to August 9th, 5 p.m. Faith-based activism featured posts, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, nuclear weapons, peace, and planet petition youth. So organizers, once again, our Peace Action phone, 617-3542-169. Email info@masspeace.org. Website is masspeaceaction.org, and they're located right here in Cambridge. They want you all to participate in the 70th year anniversary of the United States atomic bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, in 45 after years entry into force of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. So that's a big event for the Cambridge area. And once again, they want you to get invited. So I want you to invite yourself with some type of event that you can arrange to come out and support all those who are for nuclear disarmament. So you're going to be hearing more about that as the days unfold, the summer days unfold here at the CCTV. Okay, I got another video I want you to see, and this video it's a little video that touches on the homeless crisis. Okay, so we're gonna try to get that on here for you. I think you'll enjoy this one. It's a real short video, so it won't take up much of your time. Let's see if we got that ready for you.
We're waiting on a final version of the state's fiscal 2016 budget.
22 News reporter Caitlin Gauzy found out a well-known Springfield homeless shelter is expecting to get shortchanged in that final budget.
Orlando Resteo says without the resources offered at Friends of the Homeless in Springfield, he would not have been able to secure permanent housing.
They work with you, your social worker work with you. It's a process, you know, like everything, you have to wait, but in the end, you're gonna get it. No matter what, you're gonna get it if you do the right things.
One of the main missions for Friends of the Homeless is to transition homeless individuals from temporary shelter life into a more permanent living situation. As it stands right now, the fiscal year 2016 budget line item for individual homeless services will increase statewide funding. But how that money gets distributed could leave Friends of the Homeless operating at a loss. Long term, that deficit could affect their ability to stay open during the day. Director of the facility, Bill Miller, says they currently get the state's minimum level funding, while some services in the eastern part of the state receive more than double that.
What we want is a fair rate of pay from the capital, from the state, and you know, the people who are homeless here have just as many needs as the people who are homeless in Boston or in any other city.
A recent amendment to the budget asking for $350,000 additional dollars for Friends of the Homeless to bring their funding up to the state's average was denied. Miller says they'll utilize donations to avoid cutting services, but will have to continue to ask for equalized funding from the state. In Springfield, Caitlin Gosley, 22 News.
Okay, it's a little insight on what's going on in the homeless sector here in Massachusetts. That was an event that evolved in Western Mass, so we're going to be hearing more about that as that evolved. But I got another little message here, and that's from the Mass Coalition for the Homeless, and this is about youth without homes. Can't wait. Ask your representative and senator to weigh in with the conference committee members today. So in Mass, the State House, the committee is in conference, and that's when they decide on what bills are to get supported or not supported. So the Mass Coalition want you to contact your elected officials and remind them that youth without homes can't wait. You'll ask your representatives and senators to weigh in with the conference committee members today. So they want you to remind them that youth without homes can't wait. Okay, that's youth living on the street, the homeless young folks. And during the fiscal year 16 budget process, the Senate has recommended to include a new line item 4000-007 with funding of $2 million to provide housing and wraparound services to unaccompanied youth and young adults through ages 24 who are experiencing homelessness out on their own. The $2 million would be used to implement the new unaccompanied youth homeless law and build upon the ongoing work of special commissions on unaccompanied homeless youth. The House included $150,000 to continue the work of a commission, but no direct funds to implement the new law. Please take a few minutes to request your legislators. Now, this is what you got to do to weigh in. Request your legislators to weigh in with the leadership and their colleagues on the fiscal year 16 budget conference committees in support of the allocation of $2 million to fund the unaccompanied homeless youth law and the $150,000 funding for the ongoing work of the special commission. As the budget process is in its final weeks, your actions are critical to help ensure that thousands of youth and young adults aged 24 younger who are experiencing homelessness out on their own will have access to much needed resources to transition into adulthood with a roof over their heads. So thank you for taking action and for your continuous advocacy. So please contact your legislators and weigh in on youth without homes. Okay. Well, I got something. Excuse me. I got a little. Okay, we're gonna change up here now. We'll change the focus of the broadcast to now. There's a job offer. There's a. Just gonna put it on employment. There's a in Southern Mass. That's a town in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. They're in need of a. They want a town administrator. That's a town administrator. That's a chief administrative officer for that's a pay of $140,000 to $155,000 full time, 43 South Washington Street, North Attleboro, Mass. Okay, that's 443 South Washington Street, North Attleboro, Mass. 02760-164. So that's Representative town meeting. Okay, South Massachusetts town, 38 miles southwest of Boston and 16 miles north of Providence, Rhode Island, near Interstate 495 a U.S. Route. And so they're seeking a town administrator to serve as administrative officer for 5-member board of selectmen. Ability to plan, execute a 75 million budget, strong communication, interpersonal, financial planning, negotiation, and consensus build skills. Required extensive knowledge of administration, finance, and municipal operations. Experience working with the boards and commission, volunteers, and the general public. Essential 10 years of executive financial management experience, BA, and required MA preferred. So, all of you out there in our view space that are interested in becoming a town administrator, or you know someone that might fit the bill, you can send a cover letter and resume only at by July 7th to MMA Consulting Group Incorporated, 101 Court Street, Plymouth, Massachusetts, 02360. So once again, you can send a cover letter or a resume if you're interested in this position as a town administrator, or you know someone that might be interested. You can tell them that they can send a cover letter and resume to MMA Consulting Group Incorporated, again, 101 Court Street, Plymouth, Massachusetts. So that's the end of the broadcast. That's not all we have for you. We have quite much more, but time is limited to us, so we can only do so much. We wish that we can do more, but I am Hassan Rashid, and always leave you with this, that keep your nose clean, play it straight, so that you can be successful, and don't forget to help someone that is in need of your help. And until next time, I leave you with the greetings of